Hopefully, I'll be able to tell when it's available. It's setting it up. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like I'm live and I'll be able to see people. They'll get notified, although it's 7. So if I heard you correctly, Miss Cam, we want to go over some math, which I definitely want to do before you have to go. And I also wanted to go over some vocab. I think it's really important for us to review vocab. So you all don't come on camera, but people can hear you. And we're going to go through, we'll start with this crossword. We'll see how far we get, but we'll definitely do some math as well. Okay? So this crossword, I want to give a shout out to another fellow teacher. She gave this to me and it's not mine. So before people start asking me, where did you get it from? I am borrowing this. Oh, hey, Jasmine. Hello. Hi, Jasmine. So before anybody asks, I can't, it's not mine to give, right? It belongs to Miss Ashley Patterson. So shout out to her if she ever sees this video. But I thought it would be good to do it together. And how would you do a crossword together? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to try this together. So I figured, here are your hints. And I want you to take a moment and see if there's any of these that you know the answer to. Because if there's one, oh, wait, you all can't see my screen. What am I talking about? So let me share my screen. I need to pull myself together. Hey, Dahlia, glad you're here. Here, we'll share this screen and we're going to share. We won't share sound. It's going to take a moment. I'm going to go off camera so hopefully you just see my screen. I think this works. Does this work? It's checking. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, yay! Now you don't have to see my arms moving everywhere. So, whether you are in class, will I be doing contracts on my YouTube? I will. Jasmine, eventually what I want to do is review all sorts of things on this channel and we'll kind of figure it out together. It's all about what do people need? Whether you're one of my current students that's in class or you're one of the people from the prep agent webinars, or you just found me, the goal is for you all to have access to a teacher office hours, right? Like when a teacher has office hours, we don't know what we're going to go over. There'll be sometimes I'll prepare a lesson. Sometimes y'all will just say, hey, what's going on? But these are office hours. So back to what we were doing. Hopefully everybody can see the screen. And is there anybody, whether you are live in the YouTube with me or you are you're in Zoom with me, go ahead. Remember, if you're in Zoom with me, you all can just unmute. They'll be able to hear you. But is there any of these under the across or the down that you know the answer to? Do any of these words, hey, Caroline, does anybody see any of these words that would, like, okay, I think I know the answer. Remember, this is a crosswords. So these are vocab words. I'm really hoping there's at least one that you know under the down section.
Two
I'm
down.
hoping. You said which one, Megan?
2 down is an acre.
2 down is an acre. Love it. 2 down is an acre. Good job, Megan. So we're going to write acre here. Now, you know what? Full disclosure, y'all. I heard this was good, but this is my first time doing it. So we are learning together. Ah, so Jasmine, I mentioned earlier, this is not mine. I stole this from another teacher. It's not mine to give away, but I will see if she has some more or if she can tell me where she got them from, and I'll let you know. So 2 down acre. I'm pretty sure that's right. So let's hit it. A-C-R-E. We got acre. Love it, love it, love it. 43,560 feet. Now, just because I just want to remind you, you have to know 43,560 for acre. But remember, you also have to know 5 tomatoes, 5280, and that's the number of feet in a mile. I just, I like to just go through and memorize stuff. So there you go. So Jasmine got down 2. Now, Dahlia said 1. Dahlia, you said 1 is race. You said protected under the 1866 Civil Rights Act. So 1 down would be race. Okay, let's try it. Can anybody, especially those of you all on, or anybody really, can anybody tell me what all of the protected classes are? Not, no, this is from the 1866
It's
Civil
fresh
Rights Act.
corn.
Fred's Corn. That's right, Cam. Fred's Corn. We've got Hey Tricks. We got familial status. We have race. We have disability. That's going to be our mental and physical. We've got sex. We've got color. We've got religion. And we've got national origin. Those are our protected classes, right? So let me mark off race. I absolutely love it. So far, we're good.
11 across the mortgagee.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lender, right?
The mortgagee is the lender. I think so. So let's see. 11 across lender. Lender. I think that works. I think that, yep. Lender. And somebody asked me during my live prep agent webinar, would I be working on bingo? Y'all, I am definitely working on real estate bingo. So that will be me calling out like the definitions, kind of like these crosswords. I won't tell you what the answer is. The answers will be on your sheet, and then you'll know. Wait, Chanel, you just wanted to stop by and tell me you passed the test in the 5-hour video? What, Chanel? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Hold on, I have to share my sound because I owe this for you. I owe this to you. Hopefully you can hear this, Chanel. But if not, I will be singing it along. So here you go, Chanel. I'm so proud of you. You earned a, here we go.
Good job, good job. Good job, good job. G-double-O-D-J-O-B. Good job, good job.
So hopefully you can hear that, Chanel. In fact, everybody on YouTube, tell me if you could hear that. I don't know if you can hear it. And I owe you a...
My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
So hopefully y'all could hear that, Chanel. I am so proud and happy for you. We like to celebrate the wins and we support each other when it doesn't actually, work the way we want it to. But I love that for you, Chanel. Snooches, mwah, mwah. And, you're always welcome to come by and visit. I'm thinking maybe in the future I'll start helping new agents. So we'll see. You're always welcome to come and just have a good time. Yes. And y'all could hear it. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, and you know what? If you're in the YouTube, if you all want to pull up my YouTube channel and see what's going on in the chat, you are welcome to. You are welcome to. But being in the Zoom, that means I get to hear you first. So there we go. So we got Linder, 11 across. Anybody got anything else here? Across or down? Hey, Dream on Eventing. Hey, Juana. Hey, Kayla. Y'all, it's like a party. I love it. I love doing this with you all. So, Cam, Justino, Megan, anybody? Oh, Chanel, you're so very welcome. So excited for you to start this. Let's see. Can we think of anything else?
2 words. Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
Number.
Go ahead.
Me?
Yep, go ahead, Justino. What you got?
No, number 9. It's police power. What was about the domain?
Police power for public safety. You're saying 9 down would be eminent domain?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's see if it works. Police power for public safety. Well, eminent domain would be, okay, let's see if I can spell it. That's not the right E. E. Then we got MINENTDOMAIN. Eminent domain. Eminent domain. Oh yeah, this video will be saved. This video will definitely be saved, Miss Jasmine. So, what do we know about eminent domain? I know that it's the power of the government to take the land for public purposes. However, they have to pay you fair market value. We know the power is eminent domain, and we know the actual action is condemnation. So I can mark that off. And then online, I have Caroline saying number 4 is police power. Does police power fit? 4 across. Police power doesn't fit. Police power doesn't fit. A type of land use control that starts with, we don't know what it starts with, but it ends with an E. That would be 4 across. Okay, Kayla says number 14 is grantor. Number 14 is grantor. The giver in a deed. Love it. 14 grantor. GRANTOR. So this is all about review. Can anybody tell me what's the strongest type of deed? Like we said, the grantor gives a deed, but what type of deed gives you the most protection?
Was it the general warranty deed?
Love it. Good job, Megan. It is the general warranty deed. The general warranty deed. Now, can anybody tell me the difference between the general warranty deed and the special warranty deed? Oh, hello, cat. You're not helping. General warranty deed, special warranty deed. Oh, yes, and Dahlia, you said warranty. I see you. I know there's a little delay, and we know in other states we just call it a warranty deed. But that's good for my North Carolina people. On the national side, if you just see warranty deed, they mean general warranty deed. So the difference between a warranty or a general warranty deed and a special warranty deed is, remember, in a general warranty deed, the seller's saying, look, I don't care who messed it up. I will make it right. Ooh, Kayla, you said general covers the whole time. Exactly. Doesn't matter which owner it was that messed it up. And the special only covers the time that that current owner owned. Kayla, you're a genius. I love it. Love it. All right, back to our list. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do 3 down because I don't think it's called this in every state. And so my people who are YouTube may not know this, but the people in North Carolina, I'm going to give you a hint. So 3 down, got to start with an M. Anybody? Ooh, 4, is it zoning? We'll see if zoning works. Oh, 4 across can't be zoning because it would be ZONING. Good thought, but race is definitely right. And we know acres right, so that wouldn't be zoning. But my North Carolina people, do you all remember the name of the act that gives our government the right to tax us?
Machinery.
Machinery Act. So, Machinery Act. Now, for everybody, whether you're North Carolina or you are national, remember everybody has to pay real property taxes. And your state is either going to do it a dollar amount per 100, or you're going to do mills. And remember, if it's mills, it's based off thousands. It's based off thousands. So we got Machinery Act down. All right, let's think about this 4. A type of land use control. Oh, I know what it is. Land use controls come in 2 types. So in type 1, it would be zoning. It would be subdivision ordinances. It would be things that are done by the government. And the other type could be HOA restrictions. It could be deed restrictions, something not coming from the government. What do we call that? If it's not government, it's what?
Private.
Private. Love it. Private land use controls. Oh, I like things that are a reminder. Private land use controls. Because we know that, even though you have the bundle of rights, the government has the right to come in and say, oh, zoning, oh, taxes, all of those things. And then you could have private land use controls where it's like an HOA. Now, here's the bonus question. What do we do if there is a conflict between the private land use controls and the public land use controls? Who wins?
The one that's more strict, right?
The one that is more strict. I love it, Cam. I absolutely love it. Yes, it is the one that is most strict, which is another way of saying the most restrictive restriction restricts. So if you all encounter a question on the exam that says, oh, the private HOA say you can have fences for 7 feet, but the local government says fences can't be higher than 6 feet. You got to go with the government in that case because it's the most restrictive. The most restrictive. All right. We got 4. Anybody see something you know?
Is 16 across steering?
Directing home seekers to particular neighborhoods. That sounds like steering to me. 16 across. Hey, it looks like it fits. Cat, did you want to be part of this YouTube? Did you want to be part of the YouTube, Cat? Yes, you do, but not today. Ugh, go away. Love it. Now, steering is when you take home buyers to certain neighborhoods. What's the version of this for sellers? Ooh, Dahlia, you got it too.
Blockbusting.
Blockbusting. Remember blockbusting, or otherwise known as panic peddling. Love it. Kayla online says 8 is equity. The nature, quantity, or interest one has in real estate. Equity. I don't know. I would have said equity as being the money that you have in the house that doesn't belong to the bank.
Yeah. It's real property, real.
I wouldn't say equity. Oh, but speaking of, can anybody tell me what 18 is?
Yeah.
Ownership by one person is what? Ownership.
Severalty.
Ownership and severalty. Let's see if I can spell that. I know it's sever because you've like severed off a piece of something, so it's one piece by itself. And I believe it's ALTY. Ownership and severalty, which would be versus co-ownership. What are some types of co-ownerships, guys?
Tenants in the entirety.
Tenants by the entirety, and states that practice it. Some states will be common law. All right, what else we got?
Tenants in common.
Tenants in common, love it. And
tenants in
remember, you never pass it to your kids.
Joint
tenancy. And I see you all online with your severalty answers. I see y'all. All right. So, anything else? What about 7 down? An agent that works on behalf of the seller of a listing broker.
The listing agent.
The agent that works on behalf of the listing broker. Oh, I think another way of saying this is the agent of the agent. Who, and I see in Italian,
Sub-agent?
sub-agent. Good job. Let's see. That would be 7 down. Ooh.
Yeah, sub-agent.
Because we know the client doesn't hire us. They hire the firm or the broker. We are the agent of the agent. But you know what I love about this? Well, besides the fact the word seller is spelled wrong, is, guys, when I tell you all and I suggest how you study, putting it into your own words is so helpful. Like I would have never worded it as an agent that works on behalf of the seller of the listing broker. I mean, that's just a different way to put it. Even if you learned what subagent was by looking it in your book, or, you're on Prep Agent, you see a definition. Knowing your definitions well enough that you can put it in other words is going to be cool. It's going to be key. Now, online, they're telling me that Jack and Dahlia said 10 is bilateral. The type of contract a real estate agreement is. Let's see if it fits. 10. Ooh, it does start with a B. Bilateral. Whoop. Like it. Bilateral. And Kayla said is 8 estate. The nature, quantity, or interest one has in real estate. Will that work? I don't know. 8, where is 8? It was 8, right? 8 across. 7, 8. Estate? I'm gonna put a maybe on that one. I think I'm gonna put that one in green. I think so, because usually, again, this is not my crossword, but usually when I think estate, I think it is an interest in real property. But by definition, if it's an estate, remember you can live there, right? An estate means you can live there. You have your non-freehold estates, which means you were renting, and you have your freehold estates, which means you own it. So do I like that? The nature, quantity, or interest one has in real estate. That could possibly be it. I'll go for it. Ooh. Natalia, first you said is 12 zoning. 12, a type of public land use control. 12, maybe 12 across zoning. I'll try it. And then Glade, is that Glade Child, Gladecho? You need to tell me how to spell your name, man. I don't want to keep doing it wrong. I'm sorry. Yep, zoning. So let's do 5 down and C. 5 down. A conveyance with warranties or guarantees. A conveyance with warranties or guarantees. Okay, break this down. So first of all, it's 2 words. A conveyance. How would I do this? If it's a conveyance, an only way to convey real property, I'm assuming we're talking about real property, is a deed. Right? I think that's right. And it's got warranties or guarantees.
Quit claim?
Well, a quitclaim deed has no warranties or guarantees. That would be quitclaim. So if it's a conveyance and it has warranties or it has guarantees, it would either be a general warranty deed or a special warranty deed. Right? So let's see. Well, let's see if warranty works. Well, this will be right. Warranty. Oh, I'm trying to spell backwards. In Warren A. Wait, why am I guessing? Warranty. There we go. A. That would be a. R
Guaranteed.
A. Look, obviously I can do the alphabet backwards. This is struggling. So it is warranty. The question is it special warranty? SPE, nope. Or is it general warranty? GENE, yep. General warranty. So we know both the special warranty deed and the general warranty deed both come with some types of warranty and guarantees. If there were no warranties or guarantees, that would be
Then
our quit claim.
okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Cool. Uh, and Caroline, hey, Caroline, you said 6 is foreclosure, a type of involuntary alienation. That's 6 down. I think it fits. And it would be a type of involuntary alienation. That's that. What? That's not an F. That doesn't look like an F. FORECLOSURE. Foreclosure. Good. All right. We did this one. We did this one. We did this one. We need a type of conveyance that is void if not recorded within 2 years. This is a North Carolina question. So this is for my North Carolina peeps. What kind of conveyance do you have to record within 2 years? You don't have to be done guessing, Caroline. You guessed right. You had it. That's a North Carolina one. So let's come over to our across. What do we have? Do we already have 12 across? Yep, we had 12 across. That's zoning. What about 15? What is used to pay for improvements such as sidewalks and sewer? Oh, you all know this one. It falls under liens. It's like related to tax liens. So if you aren't on sewer, city water and sewer, and they're saying, oh, you have to be, or they want to have a new, fire station, or if they want to have sidewalks, what do they charge you? I know somebody knows this.
The tax, city taxes?
It's related to city taxes. It would come out of the tax office. I know somebody knows this. If you're getting sidewalks, if you're getting sewers. You know how y'all be hearing a noise and then you wonder if somebody's in the house, if it's just the cats? If I die while I'm on YouTube, y'all know why. It better be cats.
It's not easements, right?
It's not easement. A mechanics lien. I had somebody guess mechanics lien. A mechanic lien would be a type of lien if somebody did work. Dina has it. Hey, Dina, I'm pretty sure that 15 across is special assessment.
Okay. I was thinking assessment, but not, I forgot the special. Okay.
Special assessment.
Assessments.
Mm, 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 Did I spell it wrong? SPECIAL ASS. Shouldn't that be EMEN? Assess. No. Okay. How do we spell assessment, people? How do we spell assessment? I can do this. Special.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Two S's.
ASS should be an E. Maybe it's not right. ESMET. Okay. Lord Jesus, see, y'all think I know everything, but I can barely spell SSMENT. Like, I feel like special assessment works, but what's going on here? Okay, we're going to put it a green. I think it should be special assessment. Either we're wrong or somebody can't spell. Now, special allowance. Let's see if allowance would. That's a good guess. A special allowance. ALLOWANCE. NCE. Allowance, it's too short to be allowance, but it was a good guess. Somebody is good at crosswords. We're going to put a maybe on that one too, because I don't know about that. I don't know if they misspelled it or were wrong. One of the two. All right. What about the person who offers a written analysis of a property's title condition?
An appraiser?
Do they write it about a title's condition?
Analysis.
Yeah, Louisa, I think it's assessment. Oh, y'all think it's assessment too. Again, I've not seen this before. I ain't got nothing.
Person who offers
A written analysis. I'm gonna say an attorney, like an attorney's opinion of title. Because, you know, in some states, you have the title company who does all of that work. In some states, it's the attorney. But even if you're in a state where it's the title company, it's an attorney that's going to look and it's an attorney that works there that's going to look and say, yep, I think this is good. So there you go. All right. What do we have left?
13 down.
A type of conveyance. Okay, I'm going to give this one to you all because you may not know it. It's a deed of gift. So if you all are not in North Carolina, those people watching along, just forget this. But for my North Carolina people, this is why we study from other things. I know that this little fact is in your book. I know this fact is in your book. And if you're not in North Carolina, I know there are other facts, however you took this class, little things like this. These are the types of things where I say the devil is in the detail. You're already overwhelmed with all this information when you study from other sources, even if this isn't perfect. If all you did is you learned, oh, dang, I forgot a deed of gift has to be recorded in 2 years, or whatever it may be for whatever state you're in, this is why studying from other sources is good. Maybe this question wasn't on Prep Agent. Maybe this question wasn't on Kaplan. Maybe this question wasn't on the PSI or the Pearson View. As adults, we really kind of only need to see it once to be like, oh. So remember, that is a North Carolina thing, but that is a great example of why I want you to do other things. And Miss Cam, I just realized it is 7:28. We will do math on Friday, I promise. We will start with math. All right. Did we get them all? I think we got it all. I think this has to be special assessment. And I think that this is a spelling error. I think we have a spelling error here. But good job. Was this a good review? Did this help a little bit?
Yeah.
Yay! All right, that was fun. Oh, good, Caroline, you liked it. Good. So I'm going to do some math. So Cam, do you have to go right at 7:30?
I can stay for a few more minutes.
Okay. What type of math did you want me to go over, Miss Cam?
Can you go over the acre?
The acre math. Sure.
Yeah, the area. Yeah.
All right, let's do some acre math. And if you're in the YouTube, go ahead and tell me what you want me to do next after that. So acres math. Did you want something like number 12?
The cost of 3/4. That one's fine, but is there one that has like has a few more things in it?
11?
Yeah, maybe 11. That looks good.
All right. 2 adjoining lots contain the same width. Lot 14 is 800 feet deep, and lot 15 is 725 feet deep. If lot 15 contains 6.25 acres, how many acres are in lot 14? Yes, Kayla, I see your request for some tax math. We can do it. You all asked what time on Friday. It will be 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern, which is noon if you're in Pacific times. So the key to these guys is draw it. Because I can't, maybe y'all are better than me, but I can't see this. So we got 2 adjoining lots that are the same size. So that'd be lot 1. And let's pretend like that's the same size. So I'm just going to say this is the same as this. And if they're rectangles, this will be the same as this. This is going to be lot 14. This is going to be lot 15. Lot 14 is 800 deep. And remember, when we talk about deep, we're saying it's how far back off the road is it? So it's 800 feet, and that's what that one little thing means, 800 feet deep. And lot 15 is 725 feet deep. So it should look more like this. This one is 725 feet deep. All right. If lot 15 contains 6.25 acres, we're looking for how many acres in lot 14? Woo. Ooh, ChatGPT gave you a bingo game to make so far. I didn't try ChatGPT for the bingo game. I was just doing it myself. As much as I love ChatGPT, I didn't think about doing that. Okay. I will work on that. Maybe we'll do bingo next week on Wednesday. So what I know when I look at a problem like this, I've drawn it out. I'm going to change colors. I've got acres here. It's telling me it's 6.25 acres, but then I got feet. All right. Now, me personally, I like to do things in feet because if I have feet, I can get to miles, I can get to acres, I can get to inches, I can get to yards. In my opinion, doing things in feet just is like my starting point for this. Do you have to? No. If you're not going to do it with feet, you find some other teacher. I just do it with feet because that's how my brain works. I don't know. So what I know is that if I can figure out how many square feet are in lot 15, then I can figure out how wide this is. Oh, wait, I said width. The same width, yeah. I can figure out how wide that is because if I can figure out this one, then I know what this one is. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 6.25 acres and multiply by 43,560 square feet. Because there's 6.25, 43,560 square feet, which if you think about it, guys, that's huge. Remember, the size of an acre lot is like a football field. That's a huge piece of land. So let me go here. Oopsie pie. I messed my own computer screen up. There we go. And I'm going to do 6.25 times 43,560. And that's going to give me 272,250 square feet. That's how many square feet are here. And 14. And I know the area for 15 would be length times width. If 15's area is 272,250, and I know I'm looking for the width, and I know the length, which would be how deep it is 725, I can find W. Or now, I put it that way, but what I would do, because if I'm doing algebra, is I would flip it. I would say something times 725 gives me 272,250 feet. Square feet. Nope, that's just feet. Why do I do that? Because that's how I learned pre-algebra. I like to have my unknown on the left-hand side and keep it there. That's just what I do. And if I want to make this by itself, I got to get rid of this by dividing by 725. So if I do that, what I do on one side, I do on the other. So that means the width would be 272,250 divided by 725, which is 375.51.
$272,250.
Did I mess up a number, Cam?
No,
But wrong. Uh-oh, Dahlia. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong, Dahlia? Did I mess up a number here? Does anybody see something I messed up? What's going on, Dahlia? I don't know. Dahlia, tell me what I did wrong. Cam, Megan, Justino, did I do my math right? Did I math right here? Now I'm working. Let's see. We knew that the acres was 6.25 times 43,560. That should be 272,250, but let's check it. That is 6.25 times 43,560. That in fact is 272,250. That's the total square feet. And we know that length times width is this number of square feet. So it would be the 272, or the width times 725 gives you the 272,250. No. Oh, not me, you. Okay. I was like, what? Huh? Because I'll mess up in a heartbeat. So now we know, and I'll change colors. This is the width. That means this piece right here is 375.51. And if this piece is 375.51, this piece is 375.51. So I'm just going to move this down here. I know for 14, if I want to find the area, it's equal to length times width. Right? So for lot 14, if I want to find the area, it's equal to 800 feet times 375 feet, 0.51. And that gives me total area of 800 times 375.51. That's 300,408 square feet.
Okay.
Which is great, but this question is asking us how many acres. How do we get this square feet into acres? How do we get square feet into acres? Well, if I had 300 donuts and I asked you how many dozen were there, if I said, oh, we've got 300 donuts.
Multiply, right?
Well, how many dozen? Nope, we would divide, because you'd say,
Oh.
oh, I've got 300 of something, and we're dividing it by 12. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're dividing. So we want to say, oh, if I've got 300,408 square feet, I want to see how many groups of 43,560 there are.
Okay.
And that will give us acres, which would be divided by 43,560. That is acres, which would be 6.89 acres,
I know.
which makes sense. This is 6.89. This is 6.25, but it's only a little bit deeper. So it should
Yeah.
be close. There we go.
Yep. And then it makes sense too, because obviously if I times it, the number wouldn't make any sense. So yeah.
I understand. I understand. All right. I had a request for some tax math. Tax math. So let me find some. Tax math. Let's do number 2. Let's do some basic number 2. Renee's house has been given an assessed value of $210,500 and the land an assessed value of $35,000. If the county taxes are 0.89 and city taxes are 0.105 or 1.05, $1.05, what would Renee's tax bill be? Well, how would I solve this? First thing, I need to find an assessed value. And I know the assessed value is $210,500. Right? I also know when they give me dollar amounts like this, it's a dollar amount per 100. So if this is my assessed value, I know I'm going to pay some dollar amount for every 100 of value. So I'm going to divide this by 100 because I want to know how many $100 bills would it take to make $210,500. And when I do that math, I get 2105. That's the number of 100s in $210,500. Right? Well, now I need my tax rate. Because if you use a T-bar, this would be the rate of taxes. This would be an amount of taxes. And that would be based on the number of 100s and the assessed value. If you don't use a T-bar, you know if you take the number of 100s and the assessed value and you multiply it by the tax rate, you get an amount of taxes. A T-bar and regular math are the same. It's just this is visual algebra. It's just telling you whether you're multiplying or dividing. Well, either way, I know there's 2105 goes here. 2105, which means 2105 goes there. Now I need a rate. This is where I'm telling you all, it will be perfectly fine. If you wanted to figure out a tax amount for 89 cents, and then you wanted to figure out a tax amount for the $1.05, you could do that. Me personally, I'm like, that's too much calculating. I'm going to go ahead and just add these together. 0.89 plus $1.05. And so when I do that, 0.89 plus $1.05, I get $1.94. $1.94. So that's per $100. That's what I owe. For every $100 my property is worth, I owe $1.94 in taxes. So we've got 2,105 100s times a tax rate of $1.94. Hey, look, that tax rate is $1.94. I could put it here. In a T-bar, you would multiply because you have them side by side to get an answer. Here, we're just going to calculate. So $1.94 times 2105. I got $4,083.70. Final answer. That's your amount of taxes for the year. There we go. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Any other type of math somebody wants me to do? I know, Kayla, you said you wanted some tax math. We did that. Megan, I know you're the only one here now in North Carolina on the live. Is there anything, but you're pretty good at math. You're pretty good at math.
There were some that we did yesterday, I think, about I think it was equity that I was a little
Oh,
confused
let's do
on.
those. Yeah, let's do those. Equity. Here. Let's do this one. It shouldn't say when. I know this is a typo. Carlton bought his home in 2011. This should tell you how old these problems are. You're welcome, Kayla. Carlton bought his home in 2011 for $140,000 with a down payment of $20,000. A recent appraisal valued his home at $168,725. By what percent has his market appreciation equity increased? Well, remember with these, we are comparing our original equity to our new equity. Now, I know that sounds weird, so let me see if I can find a visual to help. Here we go. So we know that by definition, equity means it's the money that doesn't belong to the bank when if you were to sell the house. So when you look at number one, let's say you had a house that's worth $100,000. and you paid cash, that means the day you paid, you don't owe any money to the bank. You have 100% of the equity. If you were to sell it the next day, you would just have 100%, like you'd have $100,000 in equity. Cool. Well, let's say you had a property that was worth $100,000. But then Jason Momoa moved in next door, and automatically it is worth $40,000 more. Because who does not want to live next to Jason Momoa? But I mean, I want to live next door to Jason Momoa because I'm a creeper. So let's just say it go up by $40,000 in 2 weeks later. Because Jason Momoa. Right? Well, think about it. You originally, the money you had to take out of your bank account to own this house that is next to Jason Momoa is $100,000. That's what you started with as original equity. Your original equity is always your down payment. It's the amount of money that you took out of, to make this thing happen, that you took out of your bank account. New equity, because Jason Momoa, is $40,000. Your total equity in the house, because you don't have a loan, is $140,000, but 40 of it was new and original was $100,000. Well, let's keep on going. Oh, I've already written on this one. The original home value, no surprise, $100,000. But this time you didn't pay cash. You got a loan. You got a loan for $80,000 and your down payment was $20,000. That means you have 20% equity. Why? Because your original down payment is $20,000. If you bought the house for $100,000, you put down $20,000 and borrowed $80,000. If 2 days later you had to sell the house, you would sell it for $100,000. You would walk away with that $20,000 you invested. Equity is the money that doesn't belong to the bank. It belongs to you. So your original equity would be $20,000. Now, when you get a mortgage, because you bought the house for $100,000, you put a $20,000 down payment. That was your original equity, $20,000. But maybe on the way home, you won the lottery. Not the $1 million lottery, but you just won, like, I don't know, $30,000. Or let's do this. Let's say $30,000. Yay. Being the intelligent person you are, you're like, I don't want to have a mortgage over my, I want to apply this $30,000 to the loan. So when you first left the office of the attorney or the title company, you had $20,000 in equity and you owed $80,000 because of that loan. But then you paid down $30,000. So now you only owe the bank $50,000. You owe the bank $50,000, but you've got $50,000 in equity total. You started with $20,000. You won the lottery and put $30,000 towards it. So now you have total equity of $50,000. The key here I want you to see is there's a difference between original equity, new equity, and total equity. So let's put it all together. The house is worth $100,000. You get a loan, an original loan for $80,000 by putting $20,000 down, which means your original equity is $20,000. But you're having the time of your life today. Because Jason Momoa moved in next door. So it's worth $40,000 more because of new equity because he moved in. And you won the lottery and put that money down. You won the lottery. Hey. I wish I would win the lottery. More money, more problems. Bring it. So you have two sources of new equity now. You have the $30,000 because you paid down your loan, and you had the $40,000 because Jason Momoa. So your new equity is $70,000. Your total equity would be 90. Great. So I'm assuming you understand that, but why do we care? Because in the problem that we're getting ready to do, what you did is you took out $20,000 out of your bank account. And a month later, you have $70,000 in new equity. If you had just left your $20,000 in the bank, you would still only have $20,000. But because you're a genius, you invested that $20,000, and now 2 months later, you have a new amount of 70,000. Your total equity is 90 right now. What we're doing is comparing the 20 to the 70. 100% of 20 is 20,000. 50% of 20,000 is 10,000. 200% of 20,000 would be, well, if 100% is 20,000, it'd be 40,000. You more than doubled your money. You took $20,000 out of the bank, and because of that, you've got new $70,000. So what we're doing is we're comparing. If we were doing this problem, our equity increase would be $20,000 is what percent, or sorry, I did that backwards. $70,000 is what percent of $20,000? And that's when you would divide. And that is 70,000 divided by 20,000. That gives me 350%. Actually gave me 3.5, but then I made it into a decimal. It's 3.5 times. So Megan, does the concept overall make sense to you, what I just did?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yay! So now let's do some math. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta find the path problem. And I want to know if you're on YouTube, if that makes sense, let me know. Some of y'all might not have this math on the test, but I think these are concepts you should understand. So, Carlton bought his home in 2011 for $140,000, okay, with a down payment of $20,000. A recent appraisal valued his home for $168,725. By what percent has his market appreciation equity increased? Remember, we're comparing original equity. That's not what I wanted to do. Original equity to new equity. And remember, we divided. All right. So we're taking our new equity and dividing it by our original equity. And that will give us a percent of equity increase. Or for those people who T-bar, rate of equity increase is mirrored to amount of equity increase. And that's based off of, we're comparing it to our original equity. Now, usually I say the easiest thing to find is the rate and all of that, but you know, okay, yeah. What I do know is that there was a down payment of $20,000. That's my original equity. All right. So I'm going to put the 20,000 right here. We need new equity. Well, he bought it for $140. It's now worth $168. Couldn't I do $168,725? Subtract the $140, and that gives us, what is that, $28,725, if I mathed that right? That's your new equity because it appraised higher. And it says that's new. That's how much it increased by. So $28,725. So I'm comparing $28,000 to $20,000. Well, I know it's got to be over 100%. Bye, Miss Caroline. I'll see you tomorrow. Mhm. So Dream On Eventing, yeah, that makes sense because they took $20,000 out of their bank account and didn't, buy new purses, which is what I might do. They are worth $28,000 more, and 28,000 is more than 100% of 20,000. In fact, when I do this, it's 28,725 divided by 20,000. And yes, that is 1.43, which is 143%. Now, do I think every state is going to have to know how to do this? No. Does North Carolina need to know how to do it? Absolutely. But this is about understanding equity. And honestly, guys, it's about understanding math. Because if you go into residential, that's great. And if things get tight and the market changes, you really be working on equity with people. Do they have enough money to sell the house? But some of you all might go into commercial, or you might go into with working with investors, and they really care about equity and investments and does it make sense and all of those things. So it's good, even if you don't have this math on the test, to understand that when somebody makes a down payment, that is their original equity. And the goal is to help people buy things where equity will grow from appreciation and because they're paying down their loan. So, Miss Megan, did that help?
Yeah, it actually helped a lot.
Yay, good.
Thank you.
Kayla, good. Kayla, you just asked, what is the difference between a quit claim deed and a bargain and sale deed? So the biggest difference here, and I'm just going to write here, a quit claim deed, it just says, I have no connection. I no longer have I have no collection anymore. I should say anymore. You could give a quit claim deed even if you don't own it. So if I had a mechanics lien on your property, Kayla, and you paid me what you owed me, I would use a quit claim deed by Megan. I would use a quit claim deed to remove that mechanics lien. But a bargain and sale deed, well, the bargain and sale deed, what it would do is say, look, I own it and I'm giving it to you, but that's all I'm telling you. I'm not giving you any warranties or anything like that. Right? That's the difference. All right, guys, I got to go because I'm starving. I've been working all day, but I am so thankful that you all joined me. I really am going to continue to do this. I know you all couldn't hear your voices, but the people you heard talking were some of my people from my everyday classes. And like I said, doing this for you all helps me be a better teacher. And although, some of these things we went over, you might not have known to ask. They asked. Some of you all asked questions that they didn't know they needed to ask. So I think it's beautiful. I will keep doing this. I'm going to work on the bingo. I'm going to work on doing just lessons and figure out a way how I can be more useful to you all. Yes, Kayla, you're going to pass your test tomorrow, and I want to know on Friday how it goes. Guys, thank you. If you've got questions, reach out to me. And of course, this is recorded, so you all will be able to watch later. Bye, everybody. Well, now this is embarrassing. How do I stop the live stream? Y'all, it's one of those moments. Hey,